The queen of spoken word, Sonny Patterson.
Hey. I'm giving y'all some more shoulder action. A little more shoulder. How y'all feeling? We here, we together, yes? Y'all like that? That's Magnolia makeup. Shout out. Ting, ting, ting. New Orleans, homegrown. Yes. Yeah, I didn't know if we could do all that. So we want to bring back black. We want to bring black back. We want to bring ancient thoughts to present thinkers so future generations can be healed within one moment. Time stands still or ceases to exist, but then a minute by man's standards is a mere blink in the master's eye. Or who can master time? Who can move mountains? Who can make music that makes motions that move us forward to bring us back? Yeah, we want that black back. We want that good news that renews that old time religion. It was good for my ancestors, so it's sure enough good enough for me. That take us back, that back bent spinal spiral, a cosmic swirling, a whirling dervish twirling, a double helix like dance of sacred energy, molecular memory. Oh, this is music's beginning, the magic of morning, recalling ancestral tones that make you remember things you never even knew you knowed. Oh no, English ain't my first tongue. Where I come from, forms are born in a nothingness so divine, it encompasses everything here. Spirit speaks from the deep, and women see with 16 eyes here. Everything has an answer, love. Bring back love, bring black love, bring back black love, bring back black love. No matter the question, love, no matter the time, love, no matter the question, love, no matter the time, love, no matter the question, love, no matter the time, love, no matter the question, love, no matter the time, it's love. From Chicago, Illinois, Emerald Green.
If you feel good, say I feel good. If you feel great, say I feel great. If you trying hard, say I'm trying hard. My name is Emerald Green, like a block off Houston. I bring you greetings all the way from the south side of Chicago. More recently in my travels, people like, oh, you from Chicago? Deep dish pizza. Oh, you from Chicago? The Cubs. Or, oh, you from Chicago? Kelly. But, more recently in my travels, people like, you from Chicago? You here? You free? You made it? You safe? Like I'm a refugee. So in Chicago, we got something called hot chips, cheese, and beef. They sell it at the gas station, the liquor store, the corner store, hot chips, cheese, and beef. You get you a bag of, get you a bag of Doritos, you open that thing up like, bow. Then they come put some beef on that thing like, bow, bow. Then they hit it with the cheese like, bow. Then if you want some peppers or something, they put that on top. We call that hot chips, cheese, and beef. Now for some, it's a snack. But for others, and you got to say it real fast like a Tribe Called Quest when you go too. Let me get hot chips, cheese, and beef and 5 on pump 10. You know what I'm saying? Now, to some, it's a snack, but to others, it's dinner. To others, it's breakfast. On the way to school, wash it down with an Arizona. Then wonder why they can't sit still in your class. 'Cause it's hot chips and cheese and beef on these Shy City streets. They are playing for keeps. They got handcuffs and white sheets, 'cause it's hot chips and cheese and beef on these Shy City streets. They are playing for keeps. They got handcuffs and white sheets, 'cause it's hot chips and cheese and beef on these Shy City streets. They are playing for keeps. They got handcuffs. It's hot chips, cheese, and beef on these Shy City streets. They playing for keeps. They got handcuffs for some, for others, white sheets. Youngest putting hot chips in hot clips. My nigga, they got hollow tips. They got tips that you got that cheese, you can bring the beef. It's cool. They want to eat. They starving. Neighborhood emaciated, a shell. It's plenty of gas, even though it might not be any on in your house. It's plenty of green, but no green vegetables in these babies' mouths. There's no grocery store for miles, no grocery store for miles. But we still eat hot chips, cheese, and beef. She like hers with jalapenos. She like to get it popping. A fifth in the 3-5, you and 3 of the guys can hit her, get her drunk, get her high, and she'll pull her panties down lower than her self-esteem. But she's only 14. But here's the thing. One time when she was about 9, her mama boyfriend took her to the stove for some hot chips and cheese, but he came with his own beef. Scared her to secrecy. Her mama felt the frequency. Her mama knew exactly what was going on, but if he leave, them hot chips you get to play at the casino would be gone. And she'd be alone, and she wasn't having that. So she packed and sent her little daughter back to live with her granny, Miss Annie. She was so sweet, but she couldn't keep up. Them little praying hands couldn't keep her granddaughter under control. A year later, she was on the stroll, doing it for cheese to smoke in the glass pipe. Doing it for somewhere to lay her head at night. Fast forward, follow me. Fast forward, upgrade to dope fiend, no more crack whore. Now she beg outside the same damn store where they sell hot chips, cheese, and beef. She gets served by the son of the dude who would come with them tools if he heard that you was lacking or slipping. But the judge called him and gave him 50. Now his son back on the same block with the same blows, shaking it up with the same moles. The irony of it all. A grown man on the block talking about, man, I just can't wait till my daddy come home. When she interrupt them, I ain't trying to trouble y'all. I'm just trying to get me something to eat. When they said, nah, honey, you know we ain't gonna give you no money, but come on in this store. We'll buy you some hot chips, some cheese, and some beef. 'Cause it's hot chips and cheese and beef on these Shy City streets. They are playing for keeps. They got handcuffs and white sheets. 'Cause it's hot chips and cheese and beef on these Shy City streets. They are playing for keeps. They got handcuffs and white sheets. 'Cause it's hot chips and cheese and beef on these Shy City streets. They are playing for keeps. They got handcuffs and white sheets. I appreciate y'all.
My family's from Ghana, West Africa. But I was born here in the States. I was born in Dallas, Texas. I started writing poetry when I was 13 years old. And it was actually just something, I actually started listening to hip hop first. And then I just was kind of like, wow, I love the stories that they're telling and the expression that they're giving and through their music. And I just kind of figured that I wanted to do that, but I didn't know how to do it to a beat. And so I picked up a book by Nikki Giovanni, started reading that, and I was like, wow, what is this? Like, it's beautiful. And a friend of mine told me it's poetry, you know. And I was like, wow, I've got so much bottled up inside of me. I want to start being able to express myself. So I started writing, and before you know it, just one thing after another, year after year, I just was expressing myself. But I had no idea that there was open mics and anywhere that I could perform my poetry until I went to college in 2005 at the University of Arizona. I got up on stage and I did this poem called What I Deserve, and the crowd went absolutely crazy. And it was at that moment I realized that that's what I want to do, the feeling that I had, the liberation, the feeling of being able to tell my story and tell my truth to people, and they celebrated that was absolutely empowering for me.
From Dallas, Texas, Masterpiece.
Today I took all my pain, put it in a slingshot, pulled it back, and aimed for happiness. This poem is for anyone whose suffering didn't have enough elasticity to project their imperfections to a superhero version of themselves. I had meningitis when I was 9 months old. Left me with one ear. How could I know if I'm beautiful if I've never heard it? Speech therapy had me so frustrated I never saw the purpose. Ex-husband thought I wasn't listening, so he beat me half deaf. I don't know, maybe he thought I'd be mute too. 34 years later, I taught myself sign language in the form of verses and prose. If I'm gonna talk loud, I'm gonna be powerful. Use it as a gift so I have stage presence, and my message has reverb so you still hear me when I'm gone. I am the epitome of what happens when you pull me back, let go, I'll launch to my destiny. There's people who will come in your life just to break you. Well, maybe God already saw the pieces that you would take to rebuild yourself. You are stronger than you know. The irony is you don't know it until something stronger than you shows up. In order to change, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. So when life gets tough, when the weight feels too heavy, when your patience is neatly tucked between forget you and I've had enough, just know that you are sitting right in the middle of a slingshot about to be catapulted to the next level of greatness. So sit up, adjust yourself. You ain't fat, you carry your weight. You ain't dumb, you just know better. You ain't weak, you preserve your strength. Stand up, claim it. Your smile is a weapon, your joy is a trigger, your success is revenge, your confidence is a cannon. Stop overlooking your arsenal and take back your power. Launch to your destiny. There's people who are going to try you, people who are going to deny you. Well, all planes need a runway before they take off. These people are going to leave you. Well, most birds don't know their eagles until they fly alone. I'm telling everyone who told me I couldn't, I've been done it. I'm kissing the sky. And to those who told me that they don't like repeating themselves, actions speak louder than words. I heard you the first time.
From Jacksonville, Florida, Moses West.
I think God was really showing out when he made that girl. I guess he was trying to kill that stupid phrase, she's pretty for a black girl. She's just plain pretty. And ain't no way you can knock it. She is black and she is beautiful. She is top of the line chocolate. She is Peter Brook and Godiva. She is sure to win the hearts of men. I'm a fan of her skin tone. I am loving her dark skin. She is rated a top 10. She needs not tan, and I be on the Instagram double tapping because I'm a top friend. She make black look good on some old feminine shit. So pretty for a black girl is some old ignorant shit. Shawty is smooth, and to be in her world is a conquest. She is the color of perfect. Her complexion is complex. Her chocolate makes the blood flow. For those of you that ain't know, she is the sun's dance floor. She is a black rainbow. I love her ebony features, how she glows in the light, and how her skin tone just makes her teeth look extra white. This media got us thinking that black and pretty is unusual, but she is pure chocolate. And she is plain beautiful. Maybe they want her to be insecure. Maybe they scared of her because more people that look like her should have been Miss America. She is all that for real. She is chocolate, and I love it. I want to put her on billboards. I want to show her off in public. I want to introduce her to my mama. She just got it going on. It's like her hairdryer chair is somehow Nefertiti's throne. She is everything right. She is nothing that is wrong. She is some Gabrielle Union mixed with some Nia Long. Give me chocolate or give me death. Give me her all to myself. Give me the cake, cookies, and candy till it ain't no chocolate left. She is pretty for a black girl, right? Like that pretty is limited. When black alone is pretty, so black beauty is infinite. Another color won't fit her. She is black to her benefit. Her melanin is intricate, and I am simply interested on exposing black beauty, getting more people into it, or more incidents where they are on movie screens or the internet. This ebony thing is everything. She is not a rare coincidence. It's just that black love is something we rarely implement, but I love this black woman. I said it and I meant this shit. Every scar and scratch, every wrinkle and square inch of it, God was really showing out when he made that girl. She's pretty. She just happens to be a black girl. Thank you.
That's what we say. There's nothing good that comes from being chicken-hearted. It's bravery, bravery, bravery. Y'all good? I'm on the shoulder kick. Y'all see I'm giving y'all these shoulders. Y'all see? Don't play with her. Don't play. So, coming up. We got a sister. You know, there's so many, all of these poets, they said, well, what do, you know, I said, well, what else would you like me to say? Well, you know, I don't do, I mean, you know, it's not, well, I am a youth specialist for the city of Memphis. Like, what? Ain't that something? Like, you know, why do we, now we're going back to this. Why do we do that? Why do you think we second guess, throw out, underestimate, why do you think we do that? Why do we do that? That's another show. Go to let me look in the camera. Okay. From Atlanta, Ernestine Johnson.
I often wonder, if I was hopelessly hanging from a cliff, would you reach your arm out to save me? If I was desperately gasping for air, staring in the face of death, would you press your brown lips against mine and bless me with one last breath? Or have they made you completely forget about me? Black men, I'm speaking to you because it seems as over the years you've lost your love for us, but your love for them grew. But let's not forget, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And it's not that she can't love you. It's just that, black man, I was made for you, sculpted by the hands of God to love, feed, nurture, protect, and compliment you. And there is no ands, ifs, buts, or maybes. It was the black woman's breast milk that even fed the master's baby. When you were young and fell and scraped your knee, it was your mother who was there to tend the stitches and fix your britches. See, the black woman has always been the black man's saving grace, but somewhere between L'Oreal commercials, tanning salons, lip injections, and ass shots, you've put us on a cultural rat race, leaving us with just enough fucking self-esteem for us to chase. Chase a dying breed of a man that's running so far and fast from home, we feel the need to pick up the pace, spewing words of vulgarity, calling us every name in the book. But the Bible says unto a woman, a man is supposed to speak life. The Bible says the man that's found a good thing is the man that's found a wife. But you freely spit these words of obscenity, robbing us of our royal grace. How could you call a black woman a bitch and go home and look your mama in the face? In society, we have you thinking the grass is always greener on the other side, but trust and believe when shit hits the fan, the bounce in her hair won't stop her from walking you and those papers straight to Chase, and on that we can bank. Black man, let me help you. The grass is greener where you water it. The more you water, the purer the fruit. And if you'd study the origin of your true history, you'd be watering at the root, because mass media won't educate you on your royal oats. See, they want to have you thinking our history started when we were shipped over in those boats. See, they want to make you forget about black queens like Amina, the queen of Zaria. Candace, the empress of Ethiopia, the queen of Kemet Nefertiti. See, those are the faces you will never see on TV. And black men don't think shit changed, because ain't shit changed since the 60s. They doing everything but wearing white hoods, burning down churches and flags. Every chance they get, they'll Kim, Courtney, and Chloe your ass. And I cried tears when I wrote these words, because I'm standing here open like king. What about me? What about your queen? Don't let these false images of society make you run. There are still good black women out here walking fresh out of the pages of Proverbs 31, and we are crying out like I'm all you need. I'll sew the thread, I'll bake the bread, I'll keep you mentally, spiritually, emotionally fed. Black man, I will pull greatness out of you. I'm preparing myself for the day like the Bible says, you leave your mother and father, and we become one. I would happily give you your first son. See, we will be a great team, and we'll do things like I'll teach him how to tie his shoes, and you teach him how to drill the screws, and I'll make us all dinner, and you could just do the dishes. But mass media has convinced you to need 2 chains and need 2 bitches. But just like your mama, when you fall, I'ma always be here to tend the stitches and fix your britches. And my soul grows weary, and my heart sometimes stings, because through all the trials and tribulations, every inch of my body still believes the black man is king. And in case you didn't hear me, yes, the black man is king, and I'll bow down at his presence, and I believe God cut me from his rib so I can mirror his essence. Black man, take care of it, and it will take care of you. But see, you men always think you can do your dirty work, then clean it up after. Like, let me come in her tonight, then tomorrow she can take the morning after. But what you men don't understand is you have to wash your hands before you touch your dick, not just after. Black man, take care of home. Treat your woman like a precious stone. With clean hands and a clean heart, touch her soul. Thank you.
For over 4 years, John LeCarbiere has been pulling people together every Saturday to feed the homeless in New Orleans. He believes true poetry is the work we put in to make our own community stronger.
Feeding the homeless for me is kind of like the drive of my spoken word. I always said I wanted to use art and then take my art and give back to the community. And feeding the homeless and working with at-risk youth all together is just something that was very, very important to me. And I felt if I'm gonna speak on it, I should also be hands-on with it as well, not just one of those people that just talk and not actually physically try to make some types of change. For me, reading is like one of the main components of my creativity. That art of storytelling, the way people put words together, you know, you can always gain and learn from those who came before you, and that's why reading is very, very important to me, because it helps me learn not only my history, but it helps me be better in my present time and be the best me I can possibly be because of the things that I've learned from others. I feel New Orleans is rich in culture, and it's to me it's like an island, and there's something about the energy here in New Orleans that you don't get anywhere else. And just coming up and being a poet and experiencing that type of culture just creates amazing poets, and I think the city is filled with the best poets ever. I mean, Sonny Patterson is from here, so what more can you say?
From New Orleans, John LeCarbiere.
All right. So if I had a type, you be it. Had I met you first, those other queens wouldn't exist, because my standards would be so high, I will probably have to marry God to find something better. Never. Never had I met someone like you, so it's only right that I like you. You make me want to write you haikus like, when it's said and done, like when spirits intertwine, love reincarnates. Hate disintegrates when we place love in its place and turn two into one. See, you don't have to love yourself alone. I got you. When life gets too real that it's a mistake and it's fake, I'll be there to pinch you in that special place to let you know that it's real. Forget all of these feelings, place your hand on my chest and feel how fast my heart beats in your presence. Tell me that the stress that immediately leaves when you smile at me isn't a blessing. Tell me that the man I see myself as tomorrow won't see you in his reflection. And if I'm stretching, tell me why I can't reach as far as I can to let you know that this man can't stand to live without you in his life. Forgive me if I sit down and write. You love poems when I just like you. You're on my mind more than sex, and they say that's all men think about. So if you're all I think about the possibilities, the degree I'd be willing to reach to please every inch of your being, both physically and spiritually, till it grows in something spherically, you know, round like a star or groups like a galaxy, which only means you mean the world of me. And surely, Queen, I won't stand here and say that I'm incapable of making mistakes, but I trust that if this man does, you would allow him to correct them without second-guessing his intentions. Not to mention, I'm just talking, being cautious because I'm still human. Although you make me feel godly, God is my God. It's amazing to know you like beyond what fantasies which their realities could be. I want to thank the gametes that created the queen I see in the first place, the zygote that went through meiosis. I'm talking prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, every stage, every cell that split, every DNA strand that twists the double helix containing a genetic code that makes you whole. Give it 9 months, tossing your soul, and I swear it's gold. I want to hold you like your parents did on the day you were born. Smile at you. Proud of you. I would do anything to make you feel happy. Ignore the demons that attack me when I'm scratching my head, wondering why I miss you so much. Because sometimes life don't allow us to see each other as much as I would like to. Ooh, I like you. Queen, I like the way you make me feel. Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming out. Peace and love. Good night.